I bet there's aliens on Earth and the billionaires are eating them, and that's why we don't know about it. Have you ever wondered what a billionaire eats for breakfast? Neither did I, let's be honest. I could care less. Until this article told me they knew what billionaires were eating in the morning. I found it interesting at how uninteresting it was. Let's go through it. It turns out Elon Musk was proud to share that he eats a donut every morning. Yeah, we can tell. Pretty basic, right? I was just not prepared for the level of basic billionaire bitch that was about to be on display in this article. I was expecting to read that the western black rhinoceros had not gone extinct. In fact, all that farmland that Billy Gates had bought up in the middle of America was being used to bring the rhino back from extinction, breed, and serve up as rhino sausage patties for Billy and all his billionaire buddies. But no, Billy Gates, billionaire BFF Warren Buffett likes regular McDonald's hamburgers. I'm guessing he's got to have stock in it, right? It's got to be it. Now let's go on to Warren Buffett. You know him from probably the most recent train wreck that's happened in America. I think he owns that train that just derailed. I don't know why you can't afford better, safer rails if you have that much money. But that's none of my business. I'm not a billionaire. And it turns out Warren Buffett, is there any relation to Jimmy Buffett? Anyways, Warren Buffett eats like a 6-year-old who was left home alone. Apparently, he likes Oreos and drinks like, I don't know, a case of Coca-Colas every day. Bill Gates even talks about the first time him and Warren Buffett had a sleepover, which, is that a thing that billionaires do? Do they like have sleepovers with each other? Because that's kind of hilarious. Imagine them all laying their sleeping bags out. These guys, they're just like us, huh? The first time Warren Buffett slept over Bill Gates' house... So when he slept over at Bill Gates' house, I guess in the morning, Warren Buffett cracked open a sleeve of Oreos. Ugh, they're just like us, billionaires. The Warren Buffett story, it just made me feel like Warren Buffett has stock in Coca-Cola and Oreos. So he's like promoting like, hey, I've lived this long and I'm this rich. You want to be like me? Eat Oreos and drink Coke, which I feel like is bound to give you some health problems. But what do I know? Again, I'm not a billionaire. Okay, maybe I should have been reading the article while I was just reading my notes. I should have been reading the article. Apparently, they do have stock in all these products. So this is just a major product placement article. Who even knows if they eat any of this stuff? The most interesting one was Jeffrey Bezos. Jeff apparently eats octopus for breakfast. And yes, I say it like that. What of it? What are you gonna do? Change how I speak? I'm old. You ain't teaching this dog new tricks. I say it breafkast. I've always said it like that, and I've always gotten ish for it, and I ain't changing now. Suck it. But I mean, Jeff Bezos, the guy who like crested space, like put the tip into space. What did he do on that space flight? Did he just go up and come down? What are we applauding him for? He did it with our Amazon subscriptions. He's like, I like to thank every one-day shipping user for sending me in a rocket. Did he wear the cowboy hat to space? I don't know. Anyways, Jeff eats octopus and the rest of the stuff sounds disgusting, but I wonder if he eats it live. I would imagine that's how he likes it. He wants his octopus alive right in the morning. He probably jumps right into the Mediterranean Ocean off some Greek island and catches the octopus fresh and just tears it limb from limb while he's coming back to the surface. Yeah, that was the most fascinating. Honestly, for billionaires, I figured they'd be eating something way more exotic. There'd be some like healthy, nutritious, some new superfood. They were eating poached circadian rhythms with a side of giraffe milk or zebra urine. I don't know. Figure you hear something like Joe Rogan where that guy can't stop eating elk beef. You gotta wonder if he's got stock in big elk, huh? Joe, we see you. You got stock in big elk, don't you? Just like Big Pharma trying to get us to buy that elk meat. No, I think he hunts it. Joe running around out in the Texas wilderness naked with a bow and arrow, chasing after elk. Do they even have elk in Texas? I don't think so. I think they poisoned all the natural resources there, so they probably don't have elk. Do you believe it? What these billionaires say they eat? Listen, I've worked for some really rich people, and sometimes they're like, hey, X-nay on the rich A stuff, and they don't want you to talk about it. They want to relate to the common man. I'm not kidding. There was a rule that I had when I was working for someone very wealthy that you couldn't talk about some of the wealthy things they did. You know, some people aren't like that. They like to brag about it. Ultimately, the whole goal for these really wealthy people is to be just like you and me. Do you believe it? I really think Warren Buffett and Bill Gates own stock in Oreos, and they were hyping it. It's like product placement for billionaires. They don't need the money, but they're addicted. I would have liked to hear them say, like, I just eat money in the morning. I eat it. It's not nutritious. I just do it because I have so much of it. I fry it up. I blend it. I make it into a superfood shake. And I eat $100 bills every day. Oh, we forgot Marky Cuban. That old Dallas Maverick. He apparently eats like 8 oatmeal cookies or something. But then you go down in the article a little bit and it says he purchased stock in the company. So this whole thing, I think, is bogus. Warren Buffett he lent his image to Coca-Cola in China. He's just trying to sell. This article is bogus, man. Go find out what they really eat. I bet it's one of those animals from Avatar, or it's probably aliens. I bet there's aliens on Earth, and the billionaires are eating them, and that's why we don't know about it, because they're just harvesting them, and they're probably delicious. Kobe alien meat. Little ETs. Oh, imagine that. Like, ET and all his buddies when they were picking the berries. Bill Gates owns a farm of them, and he's just harvesting them to make his burgers every day. I guess I learned my lesson. You should really be reading the article while you're doing your video. Turns out all these guys just own stock in the things that they like to eat every day. Okay. The best thing I found out about this article is that each one of these billionaires kind of looks like the food they eat. Thanks for watching. Subscribe or don't. Who cares? I don't know. Is there a point to life? There's no point to YouTube. Okay? There's no point to life. We're all going to realize that soon. And the best thing we could do is understand we have power in numbers. Unionize.